Hey everyone, if you're looking to add a new centerpiece to your studio or stage that gives you that rich, warm analog sound without breaking the bank, you're going to want to see what the MOOG Muse 8-voice analog polyphonic synthesizer can do. This thing is packed with features that make it perfect for both live performances and studio work, and I think it might be exactly what you're searching for. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. One of the first things that stood out to me about the Muse is its inspired design. MOOG took the classic analog sounds we all love and built upon them with modern performance features. It's got 8 voices of polyphony, which means you can play chords and melodies without any notes dropping out. That's huge if you're into chord progressions or layering sounds. The discrete oscillators give it that unmistakable MOOG warmth, so whether you're going for deep bass lines or shimmering leads, it just sounds good right out of the box. For live performers, the Muse is a dream. It's got dedicated performance-focused controls that make it easy to tweak parameters on the fly. You can dive into the arpeggiator, chord memory, and even the powerful stereo diffusion delay without fumbling through menus. I've used synths where you have to scroll through endless pages just to change a setting, but MOOG made this one intuitive. The arpeggiator is especially fun. It's got multiple modes and you can sync it to your DAW or just let it run wild. Plus, the chord memory lets you save up to 16 chords, so you can trigger complex voicings with a single key. It's perfect for those moments when you want to sound huge without doing a ton of extra work. If you're into sequencing, the Muse has a 64-step sequencer with 16 banks of 16 patches. That's 256 patches total, so you'll never run out of creative options. The sequencer is straightforward to use, and you can program everything from simple melodies to intricate rhythms. I've spent hours just messing around with it, and it's one of those features that keeps pulling me back in. Whether you're sketching out ideas or laying down a full arrangement, it's a solid tool to have. The stereo diffusion delay is another highlight. It's not just a simple delay, it's got a powerful processor that can create these lush, immersive soundscapes. You can dial in everything from subtle echoes to wild, modulating delays that make your synth lines feel like they're moving through space. It's great for adding depth to your tracks or creating ambient textures. If you've ever wanted to make your synth sound like it's in a cathedral or a massive outdoor venue, this delay will get you there. Now, let's talk about the sound. The Muse is an analog synth, so you know it's going to have that punchy, warm character MOOG is famous for. The oscillators are discrete, which means each voice gets its own set of oscillators, leading to a richer, more detailed sound compared to virtual analog synths. It's the kind of instrument that sounds great through any amp or interface, and it's versatile enough to fit into just about any genre, whether you're into electronic, rock, jazz, or film scoring. In terms of build quality, MOOG doesn't disappoint. The Muse feels solid and well constructed, with knobs and sliders that have a nice resistance to them. It's not too heavy, so it's manageable to move around if you need to, but it still feels premium. The layout is clean and logical, so you won't be hunting for controls in the middle of a performance. So, what are the downsides? Well, if you're used to digital synths with tons of presets and effects, the Muse might feel a little limited at first. It's got a great delay and some solid effects, but it's not going to have the same extensive library as some of the newer digital workstations. Also, while the sequencer is powerful, it's not as deep as something you'd find on a dedicated sequencer like a Roland MC707. But honestly, those are minor quirks in an otherwise fantastic instrument. All in all, the MOOG Muse 8-voice analog polyphonic synthesizer is a fantastic choice if you want a versatile, great-sounding synth that works in both the studio and on stage. It's got the classic MOOG vibe with modern tweaks that make it a joy to use. Whether you're a beginner looking to dive into analog synthesis or a pro wanting to add another weapon to your arsenal, this synth delivers. If you're curious and want to see more, the link is below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.